everybody. Sally's still getting set up on her chat and everything like that. You need to slide towards the window a tad. There we go. I'm sure you'll lean the rest of the way. How's it going, Sally?
It's going pretty good. For our first show of the year, we did have some technical problems, so sorry we're a little bit late, but we're here now, right here with all our friends, ready to take your questions.
Leftover gremlins is what it was.
Leftover gremlins, that's right. We didn't get rid of them all.
So you ready to do some ratings?
Oh, yeah, I've been looking forward to it all week.
All right. Well, then, folks, let's get her going. And first we start with Sean. Who's looking for
Sean.
guidance for the week?
Okay. Well. Okay, so Sean's looking for a little guidance. Let's see what the cards have to say. All right, advice for this week. Well, starting out with the Knight of Wands, and of course the Knight of Wands is fiery, he moves forward, he is about taking initiative. And it really feels like this is a week for you to take charge. So don't wait for permission, don't wait for somebody else to lead the way, you lead the charge. All right, and so this would make a lot of sense why it goes with this one, because this one talks about betrayal. You know, being stabbed in the back. This talks about something that's been going on for a while, and it's just, I think that it has reached a head, and it should have reached a head a long time ago, because this is an old hurtful issue that you've got the opportunity to just kind of close the book on to this week, and it's a good idea for you to do so. Oh, yikes. Yes, okay. Very strong advice this week. Don't be caught by the same old devils. Yeah, whatever this nastiness that's just been building around you, this is a perfect week for you to declare yourself your own man and run. Don't walk from it. Okay.
You got the cards way too high.
Oh, do I?
Oh, yeah.
There you go. There you go. There you are, getting stabbed in the back over and over again by the same devil right there. And this is you taking charge of your own life and riding away.
Oh, no. And next we have the High Priestess.
High Priestess.
Did I lose CC for good? I miss him.
Now, just keep in mind that I think there's a little over 8 billion people on Earth, which means there's a bit over 4 billion men. Yeah. Well. So, High Priestess and CC. Are we looking in the rearview mirror? Let's see. Ay, ay, ay. Boy, that devil's just showing up. Ooh, and the Tower reversed. Okay, so, much like with Sean's, this is a time for you to make a new beginning. I don't know what CC's got going on with him, but I don't think he's who you think he is. And whatever troubles this back and forth, and yeah, you just don't need this at all. Start new, High Priestess. Well, I think we need an exorcism with as much as that devil's showing up.
All right. Jasmina wants to know, will I find a better job in 2025?
Well, that wouldn't be too hard. Ooh,
Well,
did I say out loud? Sometimes things just come out of my mouth. Okay, Jasmina, a new job. Oh, it's got some good feels to it. Yeah. And you need to grow a nice shiny spine. And when an opportunity comes up, don't ask your boss for permission to leave. Just frickin' leave.
too high.
Oh, too high again.
Yeah.
Sorry. There we go. Oh, perfect. He got that Knight of Wands. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah. Yeah, this would be a good time for this is a good year for you to look for a different job. It just feels like I don't think you're in a particularly good workplace here, because it feels like people come and go. People come and go, and I don't know how they have it set up, but it feels almost like they have it set up so you're worse for leaving. I don't know what that's all about, but I do know that the cards think this is a time for you to take the initiative and find a new job. You know, take days off every now and then and spend them going to job interviews. And I don't think you should let your boss know that you are looking for a new job or that you got a new job until after you're ready to leave.
Yes, so no leaving your copies of your resumes around the office.
Oh, absolutely not.
Sushama, welcome. Hi. Good morning, India. What do my spirit guides want to tell me?
Okay. Sushama spirit guides. Okay. You worry a lot about other people, and that might not be a productive thing for you to do. It seems like you've got a lot of hopes and dreams, and it's almost like you're waiting. You're waiting for a sign, you're waiting for something. And basically what the cards are saying is, you know, it is a good time to pursue your dreams. Don't worry about what others are going to think about it. You know, it's almost like the universe is waiting. The universe is waiting for you to do something to gather your own dreams while you're sitting there worrying about what other people think. You know what your dreams are and go after them, girl. This is the year to do it. It's waiting to happen.
All right, moving on to Cool Libra.
Ooh, Cool Libra, hey.
Does FG want to be in a relationship with me or just friends? Any particular reason you can't ask FG yourself? You're a grown person, man.
Yeah. Even as I'm shuffling the cards, it's almost like saying, you know, you're in love with love. And you got to be careful about just falling too much for somebody, because you never want to be the one that loves the most. I know that's rather cynical Marcel Proust kind of advice, but...
And I'm going to have to tell them who Marcel Proust is.
He's a philosopher. Okay, Cool Libra. These are good cards. You know, what you got working against you is, I think you tend to go after the wrong people. You know, and it makes me wonder, why do you think you need to be punished? Because the death card is there saying, hey man, take a different look at yourself. Because you don't need to be punished. And you don't need to be treated as less than. Okay? And it does look in your future like that settled life that you want, you know, wife, kids, all that other stuff, is still there. And it's playing a very strong role. So this year might be the year that you meet your other half. Okay? But, quick go for the you-know-whats.
Okay. And next we got Patricia.
Patricia, hello.
How will this semester of school go for me?
Okay. Better than for the teacher. Just kidding. Okay. Patricia and the next.
I'm always trying to figure out what Patricia's thumbnail is there on her avatar picture.
Oh, tell us, Patricia.
It's like a guy in a suit running away from a truck with a bolt of lightning or something. I don't know. Is that fire coming out of his ass?
Yeah, some people just shouldn't light them, eh? Okay, let's see. Next. The next semester of school for Patricia. How's that going to go? All right. And I got this feeling the way the cards were going. You know, sometimes you get the teachers that grade by the pound. It does look like you might have one of those. So learn to be, what's where I'm looking for?
The hell does grade by the pound mean?
It means like they want a lot of words.
Oh.
So yeah.
So the opposite of how you're supposed to write.
Yeah.
Concisely.
Yeah. So some think that a 1,500 word answer is better than a 3-word answer. Oh, another good one.
With that kind of philosophy, the book Dune would have been 7,000 pages.
Okay, so it looks like this semester is going to go well for you. Are you a little further along, because it looks like during this semester where it says that you need to be really serious about your studies, right? But it's something that interests you, so it draws you in. But there's this also setting yourself up for future opportunities, and even some hands-on work. Yeah. But it seems like these are the cards I would expect to see for somebody who's in, who's in the later stages, maybe into their 300 and 400 level classes. So it does look very good. A lot of hard work to stay, keep your nose to the grindstone. You know what that means. But this semester goes very good for you. You should end the semester feeling more positive about your future.
Okay, moving on to Maryam.
Trudeau running away.
Maryam's looking for information regarding for the entire year ahead. Come on, Maryam, you know better than that. You're not new here.
Yeah.
Let's see what Maryam needs to know right now.
Okay, and something says runes. Okay, so we'll grab a handful of runes from Maryam and just see what they say. Okay, so there's a handful right there. All right, so yeah, you don't know everything. Okay, that's right there in Perso. But it says there's no secrets out there that'll hurt you. Of course, you never know everything, but it says you're still standing strong. Okay, it looks like there's a trip coming up for you. So there is travel this year. There is. It does seem like around family. You've got torch and family. This is a year where the relationships in your family are a little bit more active. All right, and it looks like love goes well. All right, but it does seem like if you fall into old habits, and this is old habits around money, that you might regret it. So if you have a tendency to maybe go to the casino too much, whatever habit you have that wastes money, be very careful not to pick it up again this year. And it does end on a positive note that you have Jarrow, which is harvest. So it does say that work hard this year because you will prosper from the fruits of your labor. Okay.
Woo-hoo. And next we got Rosie's Fairies.
Hi, Rosie's Fairies. How are you?
Rosie wants to know about Doug.
Doug? Okay. Let's see.
What's going on with me and Doug?
Okay, you and Doug. What's happening there? All right, let's see. Okay, just a little sip here. And, interesting. Oh, you've got the Knight of Swords, but it's turned upside down, and I kind of like to look, maybe reserve a little bit of judgment for it. But if you're worrying about him running away, I don't think that's a problem. Okay. Strange. You have the Knight of Swords. And this is positive. And he's not going anywhere, but he is okay, so you have the Ten of Swords here, but it's positively aspected. So it does tell me that, he is dealing with some major crap in his life. And even though he feels like he has one foot out the door, he doesn't. He seriously is dealing with some real issues, and it feels like family issues. And if you want to know about him and you, he is looking to put himself in position where you guys can move forward, all right? But it seems like he might have to cut ties with some people, and that's what he's working on right now. But as far as you, he does see a future, so there is a future there.
Woo! All right, Toxic Waif wants to know how the week ahead's gonna look.
Oh.
Around here, snowy. And from the radar map I've seen, there's a bunch of states that are dealing with a whole bunch of snow too.
I don't think New Mexico.
Looking at you, Ohio.
No, Arizona. Sorry. Give my best RV.
Who?
Oh, Toxic Waste has a tortoise, a giant tortoise that she named RV. I guess because he carries his own RV with him. All right.
How clever.
I am clever.
You're not the one that named them.
I'm still clever. Okay. Oh, this looks like it's going to be, one of those weeks where you chase your own tail. It's just go, go, go. It's a go, go, go week. Make sure you take extra Geritol. I don't want to see the next one for that. Okay, so as far as making changes around money, it seems like there is, I think that not you, but your better half has some kind of an expense coming up, an unexpected expense. And so you guys might have to make some sacrifices, or maybe cancel a vacation or something to cover the expenses.
Bummer.
Yeah, but it looks like, it starts out with the active night. So as soon as she finds out what the problem is, she is right forward taking care of it. So that's fine.
Woohoo! All right. Who's the next victim? Kara James. Looking for messages from her guides.
Okay, Kara. And I think I'm going to pull out the runes again just because I like them. Okay, so what you got to say to Kara? Well, that's what you got to say to her, okay. And what you guys have to say is, when I see Pertho and Rakana right next to each other, that usually indicates a baby or pregnancy. Okay, so you've got that coming up. A son. but it does feel like it also feels like you've got some issues from your past to deal with. And this card is telling me this algiz, which is about blessings, and of course in the 60s it was peace sign. And it really reads like a peace sign to me, because it's saying, even though you may be having difficulties, if you're just calm, count 10, whatever, and make your decisions calmly. Don't make decisions on the fly. Just make your saying for the next few weeks, let me think about it a few minutes. All right. Oh, and at the end you have ancestral gods. It does show that there is some I think maybe one of the older folks is going to be closer to you. And when I say older, the picture I get is like a senior's home or something. So someone in your family is going to basically settle closer to you, and that's somebody that you should probably make an effort to see. Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thanks for taking care of that, Marcy. Lynette's looking for more spirit guides some advice.
Okay, so
keep them rooms out there.
Keep them rooms out there. Give them a scruffle right like that. And who is this for?
Lynette.
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 Okay, Lynette. Yeah, that feels right. Okay, Lynette. Lynette. Ooh, you've got love happening around you, Lynette. And and there is news of a new life coming in, and it seems to be unexpected, a surprise, but very, very, very happy. So all these are good cards. It makes me wonder if you're of childbearing years, because this would certainly be a spread that talks about children coming into your life. But if you're not having a baby, somebody very close to you is having a baby, and it feels like there's a lot of happiness about it. Oh, and something about getting a new car. All right.
Okay. Well, folks, it's almost 9:30, so you know what that means. Well, folks, here we are once again with Pick a Card, this time for the week starting January 6th, 2025. Here we go.
All right. And pick out 3 cards. Number 1, number 2, and number 3. Ooh. Okay, number 3. So then all you have to do is, which card do you want? Which card tells you about this week? Card number 1, card number 2, or card number 3? So we'll look at card number 1. Did you pick card number 1? Well, then your card for this week is the Page of Swords reversed. And, when you look at him right side up, he could be a young person, but often the pages are messages. And messages of the suit, and of course the swords are about the difficult subjects and talking about the difficult subjects. But when he is reversed like that, I think that this is a good week for you to be tactful about what you say. All right? And it's not lost on me that if you look right here, there's a little F. It looks almost like the Facebook F. And when I see that, I also think of social media. So this is a good week to be very careful about what you say on social media. Okay. There was something else here. Oh, okay. And also, the swords sometimes have a little to do with electricity. So you might find that some of your electrical appliances are a little wonky this week. Okay.
Okay.
Did you pick card number 2?
That's right. We're not done yet.
We're not done yet. And all those over there that pick card number 2, ooh, your card is a 9 of Cups. You know, you look at that guy there with a cat that ate the canary grin, and when you got the 9 of Cups, it means you got what you wanted. So overall, this is a very positive card. It does say that you can get your way this week. There is this attitude that he has. A little entitled, but not quite. So it wouldn't hurt you to be borderline entitled. Not enough to piss everybody off, but yeah, know that this is a week where you get your way. It should be a very good week for you. So did you pick card number 3? Well, last but certainly not least, if you pick card number 3, then your tarot card for this week is a Chariot. Travel is very strongly aspected this week. Also, you have this idea of getting control of a situation. So this is a week for you to be massively assertive. This is a week for you to take charge of the situations in front of you. This is a week for you to be the charioteer. Okay, and you notice that he's got these 2 Sphinx here, and it's up to him to control them. So if you have difficult people or people who are just kind of nattering at each other, it's time for you to take charge. Tell them to grow up and settle down. Okay. And thank you for participating in this week's Pick a Card. It's nice to see you every week, and anybody who would want a personal reading with me, online of course, send an email to info@sallydiane.com, and we'll get together for a personal reading. Have a great week. Thank you.
All right, we're back from our regular scheduled break around this time. Now Sally's gonna have to do some speed readings here because she's only gotten half of the questions that I've
Oh
got.
dear.
No. That's only the first half of the first half.
Ooh.
So on with the show. Is that an I or an L? Bangle wants to know about their career.
All right, career. Oops. And you said Bangle?
Yeah, sure, we'll go with that.
Okay. Oh. Okay, so it feels like you might come up against some obstacles in your career. And, you know, sometimes from A to B is not the most direct route. Sometimes you have to take a kind of convoluted route. And so if you run into obstacles, go around them. Okay, so let's see what else we got for Bangle's career.
Good dog.
Well, the idea that you have pentacles all the way around is a good thing. And it does say that right now, career-wise, you are building something. You know, you're working with people, and your work is you're you know, whether they tell you or not, they do approve of your work. They do things, you do things very well by the book, which is what they want. It feels like there's somebody around who's, I don't want to use the phrase outstayed their welcome, but there's somebody there who's holding a position that should have retired years ago. Okay? And when I look at what's coming up, maybe around February, that person is going to retire, and that will open up things for you career-wise. So just keep doing a really good job and look for your opportunity to come up. It won't be too soon. It won't be too long.
Next, we got Cindy C.
Cindy C, how are
Wants to
you?
know if she's taking any trips in the next 3 weeks.
Still trying to get Florida. Okay. Cindy C and trips. Cindy C and travel. Cards are kind of going nice, so it seems like you'll be able to put something together. All right. Ooh. That was me being clumsy. Wheel of Fortune. Page of Swords. Nice. Okay, so Cindy C wants to know for travel for how long? The next 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Next 3 weeks? Okay. First thing you get is the Wheel of Fortune, and you don't need to be a reader to know that's a good card. So, yeah, you're going to look into something. And it does seem like it's kind of a last minute thing, because that Page of Swords is there saying when the opportunity presents itself, grab it quick and get going. All right? And the Eight of Pentacles assures you that you will have the resources to do this. So, yeah, there are trips coming, but it's going to be real last minute, and maybe you want to keep a bag packed.
And next, we have Braveheart.
Braveheart, welcome back.
Braveheart's looking for a love relationship.
He always is. Okay, Braveheart. Get a little more advice from the card. They are feeling a little friendlier to you today. Okay. Braveheart and love. That's a good one. All right, and they basically put it in order, really. Because what they've said is first, you got to get your shit together. And I don't know how else to put it. Because it really feels like whatever one must do for love, you're not quite doing it. You need to make yourself look good. And you need to go to places where there's socialization. You know, join a pool club, join a bowling league. Go someplace where people get together. Not necessarily couples, but just people. That's what that cherry is telling me. It also has this 10 of Wands, which is you worry too much about too many things. So you walk into the room like a man burdened. Let go of all of it. Okay? Let go of your expectations. When you go out to have fun. Don't go out with the express purpose of meeting somebody. That way you won't give off desperation vibes. Because it says you worry about everything and you try too hard when all you need to do is relax and go forward and have fun. And you notice I haven't touched this card yet because this card is your answer about love. And it goes right with this card. Yes, yes, you can find love. Now quit blinding yourself with expectations. Go out, enjoy yourself, have fun. That is the best time to meet somebody, when you're having fun and they're having fun.
Yeah.
And don't be afraid to say hi. And that 3-day rule of calling back is bullshit. Don't follow that one either.
And tune in next week for more dating advice from the boomer.
Thanks. You know I was very good at dating in my day. The problem wasn't dating, the problem was staying.
The marrying.
Yeah. Say I do and then I don't.
Haunting Live, welcome back. Haunting Live wants to know about getting the house this year.
Ooh, that sounds nice. Okay. Cards, is there a house for Haunting Live?
The more haunted, the better, right?
Oh my God, yes.
In that case, you want to get something in Paris. That's Paris, Ontario.
Okay, well, Sun. That's a good card. The Eight of Pentacles. Very valuable card. And the Four of Wands. And I don't feel like that's the reversal is as serious as it could be. It does say that, yeah, there is that possibility over the summer. They are saying that you need to be working. Okay, which I know you're working on it. You need to be working in order to get a house. And then you have it. Here's your castle. It's
upside down because it needs work.
Yeah, it's upside down because it needs work. And plus that you don't have the support from those around you that you would like to have. You know, not everybody's jumping up and down and saying, hooray, hip, hip, hooray for you. But that's not important. It's your house. It's up to you to enjoy it. Okay. Go out, get a job. You'll get one in the summer.
All right, next we have Gen X.
Hey, Gen X.
Will I get another job or part-time job soon?
Forget the part-time jobs. Whoa. Interesting. Okay, so they threw out the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands it's a card of waiting for your ships to come in. But it's a card that says you've already put out quite a few feelers. Although I get the feeling that you should be sending out lots of resumes. But only to places you really want to work. Wheel of Fortune starts out good. Ace of Cups. Let's see, Ace of Cups reversed. Yeah, interesting. And you notice in both of these, you've got this reversed cup. And that's a cup of joy, a cup of happiness. And it just feels like it's a little blocked. It says that your luck is good, but you may find a job that you don't really like. So I take back what I said, sending out a lot of resumes. And let me refine that to make sure you only send out resumes to places that you want to work. Because you already know about working the in-between jobs. I'm working here until my dream job comes through. Apply for only your dream jobs. You're just exceptionally lucky that way.
And next we have Bonita Bala.
Hello.
What are Sean's thoughts of me? Don't be disappointed when he doesn't think of you at all.
That really is pretty much well it. You know, I get the feeling that you're wondering if he's lovesick about you and if he thinks about you all the time. And no, he does not. He thinks about life. He thinks about other things. He thinks about you when he's talking to you. He thinks about you when he's with you. This is, okay, and I'm just saying that maybe you're expecting more from him. You know, Sean seems to be a good fellow. He seems to be the kind who will support you and take care of you. You know, he'll stand by you. He is loyal. He just isn't the type to get all lovesick. He sees you as somebody he'd like to spend his life with. He probably wishes that you were more open. So instead of wondering what he's thinking of you, talk to him. Tell him what you think and find out what he thinks. And I don't mean, what do you think about me? Find out other things about him. Find out what his favorite food is, his favorite color, stuff like that. All right? So, because this is a relationship that has potential to move forward.
Okay, moving on. Lover Guy 79 wants to
No,
know
lover guy.
Wants to hear from Spirit.
You know what that means.
Yeah, that means the runes are coming out. Clank.
Clank, clank, clank. All right. Oh, and who's this for?
Lover Guy 79.
Lover guy. Yeah. Okay. Lover guy. In the very first, like all these are reversed except that very first one, Ansus, which is ancestral god, but just feels like, it feels like spirit. And I think that this is a good time, lover guy, for you to focus on the spiritual stuff. You know, like start meditating, go out and get some crystals, stuff like that. Go get a little more involved with the spiritual and the mystical. Oh, excuse me. For some reason, that helps you along your way. What else does it say? Got fire and ice. Fire and ice and love. That's interesting. That's very interesting. It's this says that you tend to play the cool guy. And with the torch here, says you're going to get love a lot faster if you quit trying to be Mr. Cool. Don't be afraid to smile at somebody. Don't be afraid to tell a woman that she's pretty. Don't be afraid to give compliments at all. There's so many people that think that giving compliments gives people fat heads, when the truth of the matter is most of us have a less than opinion of ourselves, and we actually need compliments.
Are you serious? Guys are getting accused of being creepers just for smiling the wrong way.
Then don't smile at a Karen. I mean, come on. You can recognize a bitch a mile off. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, because we're so good at reading signals and signs, right?
Yes. But don't be afraid to smile. Don't be afraid. You know, let's thaw some of the ice between you and love. Okay, it does look like this is something that you will harvest. And you've got Riso here, which says, yeah, you got to get a move on. And that idea of visiting a crystal shop. Visit crystal shops. Visit crystals and mystical shops. There's things in there for you.
Well, don't put those runes too far away, because Speak Knowledge also wants to hear from Spirit.
Oh, hello, Speak Knowledge.
Hello, Lindell.
Oh,
Fortune cookie, yeah, 26 years.
okay. So who's looking for his?
Speak knowledge.
Oh, speak
Yeah.
knowledge.
For a change, he's not asking about a business.
Good, good, because it's love. The Spirit wants to tell you that love's coming your way.
Ooh, finally.
Yeah, yeah. You've got some fire happening here.
Is it driving a little red Corvette?
Maybe. This is a Corvette song. I love the Corvette song. All right, so definitely the spirit's kind of on your side. So this is a good time for you to pursue whatever it is you want to, because it looks like spirit's right alongside of you, ready to help you out. Oh, yeah, and you'll have a great summer.
Okay. Now. Fortune cookie.
Ooh, love fortune cookies.
I gave up something that used to make me happy because of a single mistake he made. So he is a thing. Way to go, fortune cookie. Should I have saved the relationship?
I don't know. You know, it's. Let me see what the runes have to say. And I am. No, wait a second. We'll ask tarot cards, because you know, in retrospect, you doubt when you start to get lonely and you start to miss them. But you know,
He fucked up.
yeah, and it's kind of like sometimes some fuck ups just can't. Some are deal breakers. You just gotta walk away. Somebody lies to you, you gotta walk away, because you know they've probably lied to you more than once and they will lie again. Somebody who cheats on you, you gotta walk away from, because you know it'll happen again. You know, those sort of things are deal breakers and things you have to walk away from. And sometimes walking away early just spares both of you. Okay, and that's exactly what Spirit's saying. You know, they're saying that you did what you needed to do. You get this Queen of Swords there, you know, she holds out that sword. But in some cards, she actually is holding up a severed head. Because she's like, you can approach me if you want to, but you better not lie to me, right? And that was the way you're being, and you feel bad about it. But you did the right thing. You did what you're supposed to do. And so I know it's hard right now to be proud of yourself. You know you did the right thing. You know it, you know it, you know it. But now you're paying the price of loneliness and missing him and wondering if you're ever going to be grounded, self-grounded again. But you will. And also they're saying give it some time, let yourself heal, because come spring, things are going to turn around for you very nicely. So this is your healing time, girl.
All right. Next, we've got Danny Verona.
Hello, Danny.
Can you check Checo's current position towards me?
What?
Is Checo a person or a star? Because the position part has me confused. So
Yeah, well, the
Yeah.
question has me confused, but here,
Okay,
we'll just
question
see what
has you
they...
confused? Okay.
Okay, let's just see. What now, who was that?
Danny Verona.
Okay, let's see.
They're with us. Let's see if we get a...
Let's see what you really want to know. Okay. What's the answer to Danny's question? Okay, you got somebody who's low energy here. Okay, so you've got somebody who is low energy and just unmotivated. So you really have somebody who's not going to who's going to do the bare minimum. And meanwhile, here you are every night worrying, and worrying about him. And I really think this is not a good situation for you. And I think you should just let him drift away. You know, because a little bit of effort from you, and it would require effort because, like I said, he's low energy. He's not going to approach you. He's going to sit back and see if you approach him. Okay? If you do, you can have him back. But I'll tell you, this is a kind of person. He's low energy. He will do, when I say the bare minimum, I absolutely mean the bare minimum. You will be carrying so much of the relationship. So, whatever you think about his position, you can have him if you want him, but I'm telling you, you don't want him.
And next we have Aerie, the Aries Princess.
Hello, princess.
Will my next job be full-time or more part-time?
Okay. Aries, the Aries princess. Okay. That first card says, choose carefully. Choose carefully. So take your time. You know, you don't want a part-time job, then don't take a part-time job. And even though it feels like you're walking away from most of your opportunities by saying no part-time jobs, there's still some left. You know, the problem with getting a full-time job is, yeah, you're going to start a little lower down, and you're going to have to work your way up. And of course, there is a 6:30 in the mornings and the 8 hours every day, but it's worth it. And here, you've got the Two of Swords, but it's Two of Swords reversed. And what it's saying is yes, there are full-time positions out there. You really need to choose wisely. But in the meantime, like my Southern mother says, don't cut off your nose to spite your face. Don't quit your job until you get another one.
And next we have Toxic Wave. How do I work to unlock and understand my hidden / psychic potential?
That's easy. Go to my website, and that is SallyDiane.com. And you go to the bar that says written by Sally Diane. And there is an article there on how to meditate. And follow those instructions and start to meditate. That is, I know you're expecting something different, but meditation is so the way to do it. And that's just a way of getting control of your mind and your body. Follow the instructions. And
as Sally said, go to the website, SallyDiane.com. Sorry to rush you, but we got a lot of people waiting.
Oh, my.
All right.
And who's next?
Shan wants to know, I've been able to sense my loving brother when he's present around me. How do I get medium ability? And am I able to do so? Well, once again there, Shan, go to SallyDiane.com. Sally's got some information up on her website there. And if you need more help than that, just send her an email, info@SallyDiane.com, and we'll get you pointed in the right direction. We love to help you out with that, you know?
Yes, there's a particular article, which is a ritual to contact a past loved one.
And being a medium,
everybody's got a little to them.
You know, it's one of those, it's fun, I guess. I don't know. Benafsha, what's in store for me career-wise? Well, let's find out.
Ooh, Benafsha's career. So, Well, you have made some good choices going forward, and right now you're in the head of the pack. Right now you're in a good position, but saying make sure that you defend your position. Be like this guy. Don't let anybody steal your thunder, and don't do anybody else's work for you. If you start doing somebody else's work for you, the next thing you know, they'll be taking credit for your work. Okay, and yeah, the thing of it is that your co-workers are competitors, and it's kind of saying any future plans you have, keep close to your chest. So it seems like you are going to spot some opportunities, and this is something where look it up online, read what the job postings are, but don't tell anybody. Okay. And that's how you get forward career-wise.
Our next question is from Wendy Mazzero, but first I got a R. I'm not understanding your question. Well, no, your brother / boyfriend sent you text messages? Huh? A unique beauty. I'm also having a problem with your question. You've been married for 29 years, but you want to know if you're gonna make it? Huh? Come on, guys. Like, are you asking how much longer is it before one of you just goes, that's it, I've had enough. Trust me, after 29 years, it's not happening. Moving on to Wendy, what the spirit wanted to tell me.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. And here's what Spirit wants to tell Wendy. Okay. Spirit wants to tell Wendy that getting what you want from life can be a straight path. This is a pretty straight path they've set up for you. It starts out with family and kin. So Spirit thinks that you should make sure that you keep a strong relationship with your family and your kin. Talking to them about things helps. Okay. Feiyu, wheat. And that Feiyu represents prosperity. So again, they're saying, you are on a prosperous path. There's your getting together with your family and then taking whatever you have there, and you have prosperity. You have prosperity. You have B is for baby. You do have new life coming around you, something young. But it doesn't feel like a baby. I think that you might get adopted by a smaller creature. But Spirit is saying that, you need something young around you. They are saying that you're strong. There is a trip coming up for you. And just keep, I have a feeling that this is a path that you're on anyway, because they're saying you just keep on this path and you don't realize yet, but you are going to get more happiness and more satisfaction than you believe. So you are on the right path.
All right. Okay, what you're saying there is channeled messages. That would be a modern form of automatic writing. If you look up automatic writing, you'll kind of see what we're talking about there. Automatic writing traditionally is where you sit there, pen and paper, and you go into a trance and you let spirit move your hand. And the channeled messages would be working the same way, where spirit is just typing, whoever's holding the phone or whatever it is, spirit is just working their hands through that. It is a unique talent. But something that can be learned for sure.
Oh, thank you, Lindell.
Moving on, Michelle. Is my new love interest slash crush Tommy seeing other people?
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Shall we flip a coin?
Well, I should say no. Let's see what's going on with this. 'Cause I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you and Tommy. You have the Magician reversed, Seven of Wands, and the Emperor reversed. Okay, so if you talk to Tommy about this, he would say, well, we haven't agreed to be monogamous yet. Exclusive yet. And even though you're still his favorite, it's like that he does have like little side flirtations, but you're on top of it. So do not show jealousy at all. It feels like maybe you need to, it's still a new relationship, but until you guys put the parameter on the relationship that it is an exclusive relationship, then he is going to continue to see people occasionally on the side. Having said that, you're right on top. So I don't think that now is the time to get jealous. And I don't think, I think that there will come a time, and you'll know it in your heart, there will come a time to have this conversation with him. But it might be a little too early in the relationship to do so. But at one point or another, you kind of have to say, I'd really like to be exclusive. And see what he says to that. But until you actually put that on the relationship, he is going to continue to see other ones on the side. Do not show jealousy. Do not show that at all. Okay.
No, Donna, I didn't skip you. There you are.
Hi, Donna.
Donna's looking for spirit messages.
Well, I can give you spirit messages. As soon as I thought about that, I got a big high. So, look for you know who to pay a visit to you pretty soon. All right. Okay, so it looks like you've got, I know how you feel about your dog, so I'm not sure whether this is a puppy or a grandbaby, but you got either a new puppy or a new grandbaby coming your way. And you do need something new in your life. There is a little bit of travel, but it doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like anything big. Maybe a day trip or something. But it just seems like there is opportunity for distraction. That's interesting. Let's see what this one is. Okay, so you do have spirit of past loved ones that are reaching out to you, and I don't know whether they're getting through to you or not. You might want to light candles for them. Then again, you might want to go to my website and read the article on the ritual to contact a past loved one. And just the last two, yeah, that was your son. Your son definitely wants to come through for you. You do have a few more, you got joy and success coming spiritually. It does feel like some of the things that you and Babe have started to work on and maybe have been put on the back burner, and this feels like stuff around home, that you're going to start picking up on it again. So whereas it's felt maybe like the security around the home has been a little bit fragile, you're going to find that you're going to be able to solidify it back up. Okay.
Lindell, we'll get to your question privately. Okay. Well, it's 10 after 10. We're usually done at 10 o'clock. I've been up early. I've had a long day and a long week. So we are going to say goodnight now.
Good night, folks. Have a great week, and we'll see you again next week.
And I'm sorry if we didn't get to your questions tonight. We only have so much time. It is getting late. Well, some of you just got up. I know.
Yeah. And Lindell, stay by your computer. I'll be right with you.
And so feel free to send Sally an email, info@sallydiane.com, including questions. If you want to send us a question, we'll get to it at the start of the show, usually. And other than that, if you really want your question answered, we here at 9 o'clock every Sunday. That's 9 o'clock Eastern. Get here early and we'll get your questions answered. Those of you that are here in the first half hour have a really good chance of getting your questions answered. In the last 15 minutes, maybe.
And I would love to I would love to give you guys private readings online. All you have to do is send a request to info@sallydiane.com, and we can set up a personal reading between you and me right online.
Anything else you want to say?
Have a great week, everybody, and thank you for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. And we'll see you next week.